4 o'clock. Do you know where your gristle is? Do you know where your gristle is? It's right here. Hey, we got Steve Andreoni on the bass today, ladies and gentlemen. It is our first stream of the new year. We got my son Dylan on the drums, of course. And we are here to just let the good times roll for about an hour's time, ladies and gentlemen. Can you dig it? Maddie K, I see you. We're going to start with something we were just messing around with. We've never played the whole thing through with Steve, but you know what? I'm confident it's going to go groovily. And it's a little thing from the new CD, the Blues CD, which, of course, is readily available wherever you like to procure your music. Of course, we prefer it if you'd go through my website, greatcoach.com. Greatcoach.com. That doesn't make any sense, but I think it does. Can you dig it? Happy New Year to my music friends out there in the music land. Music friends out in music land, thank you for joining us here for a little bit of Gristletime. We got that Steve Andreoni on the bass. We got that doggone Dylan James Koch on the drums. And here we are, ready to rock a little bit for the kids. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed the Rick Beato video. It was very nice of him to have me on, doggone it. That was a fun one. He always does a good job editing those things and making sure you come out looking like a champion. Very, very fun indeed. I can dig it all. Richard Henry, what's going on? Northern Ireland. We'll see you next time we're over there. We're going to come in the fall. We were going to try to come in the spring to the UK again, but it turns out that we're going to come back in the fall so that we can schedule things in a way that is more conducive for musical activity. Can you dig it? I just burped a little something. You guys hear that? Some guttural things. Joe Wyatt, what's going down? We'll see you at NAMM Indeed. We're going to do another tune from that blues CD. We do hope people are enjoying it and procuring it and doing whatever you do with music these days. Hopefully something wholesome and not depraved. But if it is depraved, good on you. Just keep it to yourself. We're going to do a little song right now. It's a Muddy Waters selection that we defiled, and Jimmy Hall sang it on the record, and we had some horns on there, courtesy of the Memphis Horns. And it's a song called You Can't Lose What You Ain't Never Had. Doggone it. Ooh, Univibe time. 1, 2, 3. Had a sweet little girl, lost my baby, boys, ain't that sad. Had a sweet little girl, lost my baby, boys, ain't that sad. Can't spend what you ain't got, can't lose what you never had, can't lose what you never had. Had some money in the bank, got busted, folks, ain't that sad. Had some money in the bank, got busted, ain't that sad. You can't spend what you ain't got, can't lose what you never had. Lord, you can't lose what you never had. Sad. I had a funky little shack, got run down, ain't that sad? You can't spend what you ain't got, can't lose what you never had. Lord, you can't lose what you never had. spend what you ain't got. Woo! Can't lose what you never had. Lord, you can't lose what you never had. Woo! Can you dig it? See, the thing is, you can't spend what you ain't got. And you can't lose what you ain't never had. Words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen. Can you dig it? Oh, it's good to be back in the saddle again. I'm actually home this week. We don't go back out on the road until, well, next Sunday we're playing in Madison, Wisconsin. That is the 12th of January. We're going to be at a place called the High Noon Saloon. And then Wednesday, I'm filling in with a buddy of mine named Adam Gruel and his band, the Space Burritos. Got a house gig in beautiful Wisconsin Dells on that Wednesday, the 15th. And Dylan's going to come up there with me, and we're going to do a little duo to open the show. And then I'm going to sit in with the Space Burritos. And then the next day, we go up to Minneapolis. We pick up Toby Lee Marshall, and we load him in our vehicle, and we head out to Colorado. We're playing a gig in Boulder, and then Denver, and then we head to Phoenix to the Rhythm Room, and then we're out in L.A. for about 6 gigs, I think, right? We're doing the Cadillac Zack gigs, and then we're doing a Venice West, and then we work our way back, and we're going to be in Colorado Springs, like on the 31st of January. And then we might slide over to St. Louis on the way home to do a little music vid. That is yet to be determined. But anywho, there you have it. Are you guys having a good time out there? We're having a good time rocking. Steve Andreoni and that doggone bass. You got that Dylan James Kuchenheimer on the damn drum. That's my boy. That's my doggone boy, see? Well, all right. We're going to do another shuffle for the kids because it's always the right time to shuffle. And we're going to do a little song by Friedrich King, a composer of etude, later 20th century. Guitar etudes. And this is a thingle he wrote called, This is a thingle he wrote called The Stumble. The Stumble. Toby Lee Marshall's gonna get picked up in that gristle missile. Toby Lee Marshall, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. A song called We're Gonna Get You, Toby Lee Marshall. Toby Lee Marshall, we're gonna get you. All right, cook-a-dee-cow, to-cook-a-dee-cow. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I tell you what, this new Reverend guitar is a thick-ass vessel. It creates thick-ass and juicy sounds for the kids. Thank you, Toby Lee Marshall. Toby Lee Marshall is out there in the cybersphere, but soon he will be in the warm bosom of the Gristle Missile, going across the land to rock people's brains. They're all hopped up on Jaeger Red cocaine. I'm just kidding. They're not doing that. No one does that anymore. No one we know anyway.
That's right.
Folks, I'm having a delicious beverage right now, and this is not a paid endorsement by any stretch, but I just like to point out that some people say LaCroix. I like to say LaCroix. It's so bubbly. It's so bubbly and delicious. Bubbly and delicious. Bubbly and delicious. We'd like to do a song right now by, we've got a version of the Crimson Domicile in the latest recorded offering. And that was recorded back in 1996, 95. You were just a wee lad. Dylan was born in 94, believe it or not. Good God. It's so weird. Oh, Mr. Turner's out there as well. Turner the burner, he who burns. Turner the burner, he who burns. Jim C. is asking, will the Lions prevail in the playoffs? And I have to say, you know what? I feel good for the people of Detroit because we have been kicking their ass for so long. I shouldn't say we. It's not like I'm a Packer. It's not like I suited up. Although some people think there was a Greg Koch with my same last name that was a offensive lineman. He's actually a friend of mine on Facebook. Occasionally we engage in convivial namesake conversation. Namesake conversation. And, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the Beato. It was very nice of him to have me on. That was a pleasure. That's good, clean fun. Anywho, I am not a member of the Green Bay Packers. So some people ask. You know, that guy's a good 10 years older than I am, at least. He might be more like 15 years older than me, but whatever. Any chance? Billy is asking if there's any chance of coming to Buffalo, New York in 2025. We're certainly trying to do it. You know, my manager and the guy that does all my web fulfillment and all that kind of stuff, Chris Webb, he's actually from Buffalo. So we have been in Buffalo. We've played around Buffalo, but we haven't played there yet. But we definitely will. And when we go there, we're gonna. What's that wing place he always takes us to?
I forget, but it's amazing.
Oh, doggone it! It's on the tip of my brain.
Buffalo wings.
Yeah, they got good wings. That's all I'm going to say. They got good wings. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of Crimson. A little bit of that Crimson Shmama Smile. Let's see what we got here. There's a red house over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stays. I said, there's a red house over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stays. Well, I ain't been home to see my baby in about 99 and 1/2 days. Now, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I said the key, you want to unlock the door. Wait a minute, something's wrong. Wait a minute, something's wrong. I said the key, you want to unlock the door. Well, I got a bad, bad feeling. That my baby, she just don't live here no more. That's all right, I still got this doggone blue guitar. Guess I might as well go way back over yonder. Way back across the hill. I guess I might as well go way back over yonder. across the hill. Cause if my baby don't love me no more, I know good and well her sister will. Yes. A little bit of a Jim Hendrix song right there. Although it's a template, really. It's a template to go off script and to explore the outer reaches of the universe with sonic malfeasance. Am I right or am I right? Guitar Man says, you mentioned T. Lavitz in your... Oh, no, I went fast. I didn't see it. Yes, T. Lavitz is an old buddy of mine. Bless his heart. We had a lot of good times. And he played on a couple of records of mine. He's on the first Tone Controls record and a little bit on Strat's Got Your Tongue as well. Have I ever danced with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight? I know what you're saying, and I'm going to say no. I've danced with MacGyver trying to fix the toilet, but that's an entirely different thing. Have you danced with MacGyver? John Labish, happy birthday to you. I see you out there. What is Greg using to get that tone? Well, I'm glad you asked, Braxel. What the faxel, Mr. Braxel? I'll tell you what I'm using. I'm going into the amplifier is the Tone King Royalist, actually. I used the Imperial yesterday, but today I'm using the Royalist. It's my usual gigging amp. And this is my Reverend, of course, my brand new iteration signature guitar with them, with my new pickups with Fishman. They're going to actually have pre-made pick guards that are coming out. Did I tell you that? So you can come and buy the pick guard with the pickups already installed, and all you got to do is you go bing, bang, boom into your guitar, and away you go. Hang on, I'm being, my ADHD is having. Mr. Koch, I'd pay $10 to hear your story about your nephew who had trouble saying your name. I'll say that story in a minute. But then I'm using my Koch Nest Monster pedal that's on the ground here, and there's a Gristle King on board, which is my signature overdrive I've had for years. My buddy Tim Yarnig has made, and they were able to get the circuit and put it in the Jam pedal, which is a Greek company that makes delicious analog handmade pedal deliciousness. And they made me a tone, one little creature called the Koch Nest Monster, which has 4 pedals on it. An overdrive, a fuzz, a harmonic vibrato, and a delicious analog delay. But this, the Koch Nest Monster Supreme, has all kinds. It's got a univibe on here. It's got the wah. It's got the chorus. It's got the harmonic vibrato. It's got the fuzz. It's got 2 different analog delays on it. Today I am using the attenuator Lamar. I am using it. I've got actually 3 clicks back, which is unusual for me because usually I don't do that. Usually I leave that sucker wide open. Can you dig it? Craig Hare asked what kind of picks I use. I use these little, actually I have orange ones as well. They've made me special orange ones. It is a, let's see if I can get this, if Brian has the other camera engaged. Yeah, so look at that. This is it. This is the, it is a Dunlap Primetone 3 1.4 millimeter pick in orange. Oh, you'd love to hear it? We can do Lowell-esque for sure. We don't have the tussle worked up with this current aggregation you see before you. Does Dylan have a new bass drum situation, or have you just never noticed the porthole? Oh no, yeah, he's always. You mean the portal for the kick drum? Yeah. Yeah. That's always been there. It's kind of.
He's 2 years old
It's 2 years old. Woo! Yeah. Have you ever played with Matt Schofield? Absolutely. Matt and I are good buddies. As a matter of fact, there's a few different things on the line of him sitting in with our band. And we've actually talked about doing some touring together. I'm doing a guitar camp with him. Guitar Workshops Plus has a Fort Lauderdale campus that they're doing in the end of February, and Matt and I are the dudes. So if you want to go to that, you can go to Guitar Workshops Plus. It's, I believe, one of the last weekends in February. And I'll be down there. Matt's going to be down there. We're going to perform. We're going to teach. I think we're going to play together. And we're going to hang out in Fort Lauderdale in February. Any questions? It's going to be delightful. Jeff Seal says, love the Beato interview. Thank you so much. Yeah, can you dig it? Enjoyed watching you on that pedal show and at Beato. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Scott Hendricks. I'm going to switch guitars here for a minute and do some slide stuff. Is the mic a bit low? I don't know. I can't tell from where I'm sitting, but usually our friend, it's probably because I'm not going up to it enough. Because sometimes I'm rebellious that way. I'm a rebel. Okay, let me plug this rascal in. And we'll do some jams for you. Growls like a beast in heat. Well, I'm going away, baby. I won't be back no more. Going down south, child. Don't you wanna go? Know what I'm trouble. I'll be over in mine. But I just can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. But I feel like snap, pissed up in your face. Oh, babe, you're gonna be your resting place. Lord, I'm trouble. I'll be over in mine. Well, I just can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. jump and shout when that train rolls in. Lord, I'll be stomping out. Lord, I'm trouble. I'll be over in mine. Well, I just can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. Well, Nubby must have been a harder man. They've been taking his stuff out day and night ever since he went away. Well, now a clown car house it must have been. I got no idea how they put it all in. Now they're taking it all away. Well, now a rusty pickup and a U-Haul truck could have brought 10 semis in, there wouldn't have been enough to haul this crap away. Well, now the kids and the cousins and the grandkids, well, there's enough for them and enough for you. Nobody had the cleanest sidewalk in town. He and his broom are nowhere to be found. He's moved under higher ground. kind of went around the block a little bit on that.
A burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. But I'm down by love desire. So woo! The fire went wild. I stepped into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames are getting higher. Now it burns, burns, burns. Ring of fire, that ring. And the taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours beat. Doggone it, I fell for you just like a child. That's right. Woo! The fire went wild. I stepped into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames were getting higher. Now it burns, burns, burns. This ring of fire, this ring of fire. A little extemporaneous ring of fire. It may have been ring to hell, but that's all right. We have fun, and that's the important thing. Can you dig it? Are y'all having fun out there? We're having fun. We're just letting the good times roll. We got Steve Andreoni on that bass. That's my son Dylan on the doggone drums. And this is La Croix water. It's so bubbly and delicious. What? I stepped in to a little ring of fire. Oh my God, we've had the first comment that the bass is too loud. What? In the history of these videos, the bass has never been too loud. It's always been not loud enough. But you know what? It's a badge of doggone honor. Can you dig it? Are we having fun out there? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, you hear that? The world went crazy there for a moment. All right. Now we need more bass. We're in a little thing called Steppin' Out, which I first heard on the John Mayall's Blues Breakers record with Eric Clapton, and Cream did an incendiary version of it.
do it earlier. Heavy as Ice says, when are you playing Minneapolis again? Well, that's a good question. We're going to figure it out. Yeah. Greg, your participation with Rick Beato was a blast. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in to today's live stream. Thank you, Gary Lopez. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Has Toby been down as of late? Well, not when we've done these live streams. We'll see Toby this weekend when we play in Madison on Sunday, and then we head out west the following week. Play a major 7th chord for us. I've come around to the major 7th chord. That is the last tune we did was Chiefs Blues, which is on the new record. The boogie. Oh, you want the boogie? Oh, that's kind of, wow, we could do a quick boogie. You want to do a quick boogie? That's just doom. You could just doom. It's just A, and I stop every now and again, and you stop, and I go hokateka, pokateka, pokateka, akatuka, hokateka, and then we go back in with the same doom, dunk, and then at one point it goes to the 4. Yeah. radio boogie for the kids. How about that Steve Andreoni on the bass? Folks, if you're a newcomer to our feeds, if you're listening on a phone or even on your regular ear pods, the bass doesn't come through. You got to listen to it on a TV or a car stereo or some damn thing. Then it sounds juicy and succulent. We thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We had fun today. We went a little over because we just enjoy the sound of rock music. We'll probably be back here on Friday at 4 o'clock. And Turn of the Burner will probably be with us then. We split it up between our bass-playing friends. We like our bass-playing friend, Steve Andreoni. I went to high school with Steve Andreoni. We played in bands in high school. Oh, my God, really? 45 years? Jesus wept. Good God almighty. That's my son Dylan on the drums. He wasn't around 45 years ago. No, sir. No, sir. It was a fun day. Thank you, Maddie K, as always. Of course, Ryan, if you're out there, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Don't forget about the new record. That blues record is available at the website. Of course, wherever you like to obtain music, feel free to do so. Spotify, or please subscribe or follow us on those different platforms. It means a lot because those are that's the currency of band strength these days. If you can say, well, we have X amount of listeners monthly listeners on Spotify and X amount of people on this, that, the next thing. We just want to rock. You know what I'm saying? The drummer is no slouch. That's my boy, Daniel. That's my boy. It's my boy child. That's right. 4 p.m. Central Time on Friday, we shall return with more of that rock music. Actually, we did play a lot of the new record today. We played Can't Lose a You Ain't Never Had. We played Can't Be Satisfied. We played that last tune, which was Chiefs Blues, or the tune before last, Chiefs Blues, Red House, Steppin' Out, The Stumble. We played a lot of them. Doggone it. We played a lot of those new jams. Can you dig it? And, of course, there's a veritable plethora of other things. I mean, we've been making music for a long time, so there's like 20 releases with all kinds of different musics. And, so if you want to check out that stuff, it's all, you know what? I put my damnedest into it at the time, and it holds up, doggone it. I listen to some of those old tunes like, shit, this stuff sounds pretty good. But, you record something, and then you decide, I got to go to the next thing, and you don't really give a good, honest promotion, if you will, to the thing before the thing you're working on now. Can you dig it? Right, Vito. If you can't find a drummer, you make one. That's my favorite line. Steve Lansaw says, I still haven't heard a spoonful of... Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. From Metal Poppins, the musical that never was. An English bank is run with precision. An English household must function much the same. My share is slippery and pipes are due at 6:02. Contented is the life I lead. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Do you hear that shit? That's right, I'm on Cameo too. That happened. All of those things happened. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we'll see you soon on Friday, as a matter of fact. Check out the website for all things fun, and we'll see you on Friday. Take it easy, but